Come experience life as we know it, as some of you should know it.
Andre Russell, CEO of Future Endeavors,
Please.
based out here in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Future Endeavors is a private prevention and mentoring company. We try to empower the youth, and not only the youth, young adults and adults alike. Our goal is to have you achieve whatever your endeavor is, whether it's becoming the next president of the United States or the next local business owner. Our job is to do all the work and assist you leading up to your endeavor.
Hi, my name is Dwayne Bryant. I'm from Oak City, North Carolina, and I'm a spring 2012 intern for Future Endeavors.
My sister really would influence me to go to college because she was like, you don't have to be a straight A student to go to college. There's colleges out there for F students, D students, C students. There's colleges out there for anybody. And honestly, college is the best experience of your life because it's the only time in your life that you can honestly be free from the trials and tribulations of life. You learn a lot about yourself in college. I'm not gonna say I've learned more outside of the classroom than inside the classroom, honestly. Like, you learn about everyday life, how to pay bills. You learn about relationships. You learn what you want in a person, what you don't want in a person. You learn how you can interact with somebody and who you can't interact with.
So do you think that college played a big part in just your overall social development, more so than high school?
I would say, yeah, just because, I mean, in high school, how it is you interact with people is very repetitive. Like, I mean, the types of relationships that you're going to have is probably one of two. Maybe y'all friends and y'all not. That's it.
So would you say that that's a part of maturity, or just something that the interaction with other people from other states around the country, you know, in terms of college, that's something that you develop? Because I look at it like this. It just depends on your circumstance prior to,
right,
going to college. Because some of us I'm from New Jersey, you guys from Maryland. A lot of my close friends from college are from the D.C. metro area, right? Mm-hmm. Now, I have a cousin who he went to another HBCU, Delaware State, and it's so different up there in terms of you have New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, and D.C.
Right.
So of course, the dynamic isn't they don't adapt to each other as well because they're so close to home. Mm-hmm. So everybody feels like, well, I'm D.C., well, I'm New Jersey, well, I'm New York. As opposed to coming down south, it's like you would think that New Jersey and D.C. wouldn't clash because we're so close. Right. But because we're so far together, it's like you kind of have something to hang your hat on, like, oh yeah, I know about that city life. Right. You have more camaraderie. As far as the social development part, working with youth, you made a poignant statement when you said there's no depth to friendships. Mm-hmm. It's either you are or you aren't. Because a lot of times with friends, especially in high school, they don't understand fully what friendship is. Because they push each other in so many negative ways, I guess, because they're growing. They want to see what's what. And they don't. I won't say that they don't know right from wrong, but I will say that they can't judge how wrong a decision can be.
Because college allows people the opportunity to ultimately define. Austin spoke to the idea of being able to know what you could be and then getting closer to that point. At some point, though, in college, people are given the opportunity to say, this is who I am. These are the attributes that I have. This is what I like, what I do not like, and what I would like to even maybe grow into the future.
My freshman and sophomore year, even though I was very active in school, I wasn't active in the community. I wasn't really active in actual SGA. I wasn't active in learning what's going on with that school or more in the world, I could say. And I feel like now that I'm actually starting to partake in more activities, trying to understand what's going on in the world, what's going on with the school, either whether it's financially or either on the business side, why things are going this way, why rules are set this way. I think that's another key tool for students, especially coming from high school. High school, I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything in high school. I just acted, and I played basketball. That's the only thing I did. And when I graduated, I really looked back, I'm like, dang, I didn't get involved with SGA.
So tell me why. What was it that stopped you from getting involved in that?
What really stopped me from getting involved, I think I was a follower. I can honestly say that. I was a follower in high school. And I love basketball, but then I was like, People always say, Mike, you should join SGA, Mike, you should do this. I was like, nah, I'm just going to sit back and chill and just play basketball and get my work done.
So was it because you were more comfortable, or you didn't want to get out of the comfort zone of just being an athlete and step into another field, or go forward to another endeavor? Was that something that hindered you getting out of your comfort zone?
It did, and that's another reason why I had actually went to college away from home.
To think that people can go into college and whether it be in the academic field, say, hey, I don't like biology that much, I like math, and I want to be able to use that to build, spaceships for people to go out into space in the future. Or whether somebody says, maybe it is biology that I like, and I want to use that to help build molecular devices for individuals to help fight off cancer in the future. And those different kind of things, those different dynamics that people are ultimately able to discover whenever they enter into a good college environment. And when I say college environment, I'm not just talking about the social side of things, the fun side and the meeting the new friends side, but I'm talking about actually engaging in real world issues.
We realize that as you get older, the depth of your understanding gets deeper. Like when I was 16, I couldn't very well see the benefit of being involved in student government. That makes absolutely, in my head, that makes no sense. Now I can see, like if I chase tail, I chase ladies, and I get on the bus and like, son, guess what I did this weekend? Knocked down so-and-so, so-and-so, and so-and-so. It's very visible. I can see it on your face. I can appreciate what that means. You see what I'm saying? But I can't see the impact of student government. Like that's not real and tangible to me. You know what I'm saying? I can't see the impact of doing something outside of playing a sport. That's not real and tangible to me. And I don't think that was beyond our understanding, but I don't think that was pushed to us.
Same story, grew up, single parent home, 5 boys, father left. But one thing he did tell me before he left, he said, well, not actually like the day that he left, but he told me something early. He was like, well, if you ever get an opportunity to leave the state, do you think leaving the state or leaving your comfortable surroundings is the best thing for you to grow as a young man or young woman?
So I would say, it's best to leave home, experience, what college has for you. Like I said, I say student, I pay $26,000 a year. So, it's not easy, but, I make it happen, by God's grace, by me out here grinding and figuring out, what I got to do to make sure this tuition bill is paid, what I got to do to make sure, I'm eating, make sure, I'm good, because at the end of the day, I'm not trying to be selfish, but it's about me, where I'm going, where I'm going to get to.
I don't think that you actually have to leave your state. But, if you're going to stay in state, you need to, when you get to college, participate or become a part of something that's going to help you grow or go and experience the things that you may have not experienced if you would have stayed at home.
I can't say I come from the same situation he comes from, but I come from around the same area. I'm from Syracuse, New York. It's a lot of gang bang going on there. People killing each other now. I know a friend of mine who recently, 3 years ago, been kidnapped. Nobody knows where he's at right now. I got friends, I go back home. They locked up doing life sentences, either in jail serving 10 to 15. My brother's serving 22 years right now in Virginia. So it's like, I come from a background where, I'm quote unquote, the good kid, but I have my dirt. But it's for like, I guess like when I was younger, I put on a show, I'm the good kid, this is what y'all see me as, so I'm gonna show y'all. But at the same time, I have my dirt, and it's like, if I never left home, I'd have never experienced life itself.
I grew up with my mom and my dad, but my mom is a warden, and when I say a warden, I mean, she sat me down at a table. I'm talking about a stack of books like this tall. You gonna read them all, and you know what I'm saying. I could have easily just be like, "You good? I'm not gonna do it." But when my mom was teaching me how to read, this before kindergarten, she said every word you know is $1. Every word you know is $1. In this world, the more you know, the more you make, period. If you love money, then you equate it to money. If they love cars, you equate it to cars. You're not going to get no car being stupid. You know what I mean? You're not going to get no woman being stupid. You love ladies? Cool. Learn how to read for ladies.
Motivation is the key. I know when I go back home, I don't have younger siblings, but I have a lot of younger cousins that look up to me, and they're very, I would say, impoverished versus the way that I lived, and they always are asking me, how is college, what are the experiences that you go through? And I feel like the best way for kids to learn anything is just to experience life.
Well, my dad said, you either go into college or you're going to the Army. I don't look good in camouflage. So I'm like, I'm not going to the Army. So I always knew I was going to college. I never knew where.
I would say recruiting and
like she said, making relationships with other high school students and letting them know I came from the same place that you are, or I came from I came from a worse place than you. You might have a 2-parent home, or I came from a no-parent home, or whatever. I came from a 1-parent home, and I'm making it now, so you can do it too. So like building relationships with high school students, that would help it come.
Yeah, I came from a different perspective because I have 2 older brothers who are already in college. So, like, I would help out people younger than me, like freshmen in high school or whatever. Because I used to come up here and visit all the time. So, like, I kind of already had the social aspect, but I was shunned from the academic aspect. Because all I would come up here to do is have fun and all that stuff. So I really didn't see how it really was, like, you got to go to class and all that stuff like that. I just thought it was just a big party or whatever. So, like, when I would come back to high school and I would talk to my friends or whatever, and I'd be like, yeah, you can go to college, but you need to go for the right reason.
My high school was a character-building high school, and I think that's one thing that people don't understand touches youth the most, is starting with their character. Because once you get to relationships, it don't mean anything if you're trying to teach them about a relationship if you haven't figured out why they don't trust.
My neighborhood, you born. Whoever can knock somebody out the quickest.
That's how you got your reputation.
Exactly.
So that's what you strive for.
And that's how I'm trying to transition myself not to be.
Come to a college or university setting and transition like that positively is if they have older siblings or older guidance already there.
Coming from Oak City, college? No. A lot of people don't make it out of Oak City. You stay in your same routine. You go to jail, you form a liquor house, and that's basically your life. So, me coming from Oak City, North Carolina, I try to get other people to come to college.
I would like all you guys to visit www.bandtogether.com. That's a website that we have right now, and our initiative is to stop the violence. And we talk a little bit more about the company, and we talk a little bit more about what our company do as a whole. So you guys better look out for me, Andre Russell. Thank you.